They're going to work 24 hours around the clock, keeping their stores stocked. I would like to say that people shouldn't go out and buy. We're going to all be great. We're going to be so good, but you don't have to buy so much. Take it easy. Just relax. People are going in and they're buying more. They relax. We're doing great.
Can somebody pass me that red phone? Somebody throw me that red phone, please. Thank you.
Yeah, these just came in about maybe 15 minutes ago. And like I said, as quick as we put them out, bam, they go right back out the door.
This is going to be the craziest that I've ever seen.
Might have something left. 2 boxes.
Thank you.
Yep. And we got on our whole shipment of Glock today, so when it's gone, it's gone.
When you do come in,
It won't be here in an hour.
on Friday, we can't keep up with the pace on putting them out in the cabinet. People coming in, buying them, left and right, calling, phones are not stop ringing.
So, whenever you're ready.
Hey guys, welcome back. Justin here at Rieg's Gun Shop and Range in Orlando, Florida, and OrlandoGunshop.com. We just kind of wanted to show you guys around today and give you guys an inside look at what we got going on here at Rieg's Gun Shop.
This is Justin Hilton. He owns Rieg's Gun Shop and Range, located in Orlando, Florida. It's Orlando's oldest gun shop.
So this range, we've been here for about 51, 52 years with the original gun shop here in Orlando. Me and my brother Jesse, who own the shop, are actually third generational owners from the original Ed Rieg and Eileen Rieg. And we're kind of prideful in carrying on the tradition.
Everything was normal. They sold guns, ammo, range memberships, gear, and so on. Then something happened.
With each day, the numbers in the state and South Florida continue to climb. The total number of cases in Florida is now at 763 total. There are 12 deaths.
We stressed from the very beginning when this virus was not even something that people were talking about. It was pretty clear from the other countries' experiences that we had to protect.
Another big restriction now on restaurants across the state of Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis ordered every single one to stop serving customers to dine inside.
Seemingly overnight and right on cue, Rieg's Gun Shop became more popular than ever. This is the story of how Orlando's oldest gun shop became the most overrun gun shop in town during the COVID-19 pandemic.
That's a Glock 19 Gen 5.
Yep, okay. Is it Bravo, Hotel, Delta, Alpha? Nope, that's not it. That's what I'm trying to say. Nope, sold out everywhere. Tuesday or Wednesday, most likely.
Particularly the SCO shorty. Yeah,
This is what I got, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay. He's in approval.
Did they have just look out these windows?
Do they have all their own stuff?
You have all your own stuff or no?
It was a group of.
We're slammed, man. Cases are empty. This is a lot different than we've seen in the past as far as any gun ban, narrative or anything like that we've had in the past. We've been through the big Parkland shooting, which was the run on AR-15s and long guns. We've been through the Pulse kind of mishap that happened that kind of hit real close to home here in Orlando, Florida. A lot different than that.
We got a run on guns like you wouldn't believe. As soon as we get shipments into firearms, boom, they go right back out the door. We got people running on ammunition, supplies, but mostly firearms. We can't keep up with the pace on putting them out in the cabinet. People coming in, buying them, left and right, calling, phones are not stop ringing, and we're just running and doing everything we can to help everybody out there.
This is literally, I think, just hysteria on people running to guns and ammo, especially in your pro-gun states like ourselves here in Florida.
This is going to be my first encounter with a kind of pandemic situation. This is going to be the craziest that I've ever seen. I've kind of been with guns my whole life, but first time ever working in a shop with something like this, and as fast as we get the guns in the shop, they're selling out even faster.
Here's our rental gun case. So we've kind of
Here's our pickups.
offloaded all the rentals. Here's all of our pickups. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Look at our wall. We're usually one of the best known in the city of Orlando for customs and long guns and volume of long guns. Glock case. Thankfully, we got a nice little shipment in today, but as you can see, it's only 11:41, and we've sold probably 12 since we've opened. These are kind of the last remaining of our rentals right here, so we do still have some stuff. Right now, the best bet for everybody, to be honest with you, is OrlandoGunShop.com. It's just a lot more streamlined. If you see it, buy it. Ammo's trickling in as we go. So that's kind of your best friend right now, and shipping is backed up about a day or two, but it's not as bad as what we would have thought. So the lead time is still pretty good and getting better as time goes on. So we're here for you, and the biggest thing I want to kind of point out, honestly, is I see a lot of new gun owners and a lot of people buying these firearms. You need to get in here and practice and get comfortable using your firearm. God forbid something happens and you actually got to use these firearms in an emergency and you're not sure how to use it or you're not effective with it. So come on in and practice with your firearm. Every single firearm that's purchased out of our store online comes with 30 days free in the range. You need to make sure you're confident about your firearm and manipulating it in operation. So that's the most important thing. We have 2 ranges here, and as you can see, they're empty because people are busy buying. Buy them, come on in here and use them. Use them. I know you want to stock up on ammo, but come use the firearms.
Traffic came to the store in waves. Some were trying to find whatever ammo they could, others were buying any gun left in the store, even if they had no idea what they were buying. People were picking up guns they ordered online, or coming back to pick up the guns they purchased in-store after their 3-day waiting period had concluded. Then, just as soon as everyone ran in, the store became empty again. This cycle happened all day.
It's Tuesday and it's the second week of this whole Corona rally. Still out of ammo, as you can see. We got 1 rifle left and 2 handguns left in the entire store. We're due with another 2 trucks today. I would imagine they would leave within a couple of hours.
How you guys doing?
Got some deep.
Another good little carry gun. The job is people need to already be prepared so you don't have to be in a scramble to get prepared.
Yeah, we just sold the last rifle we had in the store. It's gonna take a while before we get some more in.
Beretta APX sold in 11 minutes. So just start him on his paperwork. I'm thinking we do have 2 shipments coming in today. So it's possible we have 2 today, but I'm thinking probably Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. It's just really backed up. Thanks, guys. It's Tuesday and it's the second week of this whole Corona rally. I think not only is it the fear of, I saw that there were some late night gun ban bills kind of trying to be pushed through, which that's always great. But I think this one's more, if we go under like a serious lockdown, people are really concerned about, their home and property damage or looting and stuff like that, which I hope we don't get to. So it's a good thing that people are actually getting out and getting something where they can have peace of mind and protect them and their families. Hopefully it doesn't come anywhere close to that. Still out of ammo, as you can see, completely cleaned out of ammo. We got 1 rifle left and 2 handguns left in the entire store. We're due with another 2 trucks today. I would imagine they would leave within a couple of hours. Shipping is behind now, about a week and a half or 2 weeks. Shipping has been absolutely crushed. Yeah, that's kind of, for the moment, that's about it. That's the latest update.
Right on cue, another wave of people flooded the store looking for anything they could get their hands on.
So you say you've got more?
We should have another truck here at about 3 o'clock, but I can't guarantee anything.
So that's what you have right now.
This is it.
But during the chaos, a shipment of guns arrived.
Hopefully better after this.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah. You guys probably really need the heavy one.
Yeah. I don't think there's any ammo in here.
Doesn't feel like it unless there's a map on it. Maybe a very little.
So this is like the total, right?
There you go.
Yep, that's the total for that one and the one.
And a number of handguns.
Let's make sure you bring it back to Jeannie first. They're all. Yep. Yep, this is what we're looking for. 48, APXs. Oh, you know what? They came in today. Oh, no, no. Oh, look at this thing. Wait till you see this thing. Not your style, Brian? All right, so we got 2 or 3 more shipments of gun in. I think about 17 handguns. We'll see how long they last. It's about 120 now. Again, about 2 trucks a day coming in, about 2 trucks a day going out. So we'll kind of see. And the good thing about this collection is we got a little bit of everything. It's not just a Glock order. It's not just all of a SIG order. We got Berettas, we got Rugers, we got Glocks, we got High Points, we got Springfields, we got CZ. That's a good one. We got Walthers. So this is a very good collection. We got Smith & Wesson. I mean, this is a great assortment of handguns that we just got in. And, well, storm's about to start.
Instead of taking time to display each one, after they were logged, people gathered around for a brief tour of each firearm, and they were purchased the moment they came out of the box by the first person who said they wanted it.
Springfield XDM. They also make the big, long extension mags. This is a full-size gun. Hey, Brian, do you have the Beretta APX?
Yeah. I can just bring this up. Come with me over to the register, and then we can.
Here's a Ruger. This is the DC-9S. Another good little carry gun. Okay, a nice little single stack. It's got a pinky extension on it as well. Nice little single stack, very comparable to that Walther PPS. Ruger Security 9 right here. Here's a Glock. This is a Glock 48. Okay, single stack, one of the Silverline series. One size up. This one will be $5.99. P07 duty gun, another one that's very comparable to the Glock 19. Okay, this is the Yeet Cannon G1. It's the most durable firearm in its class for $200. It's better than having a bat. I know it's kind of a lower price firearm, but it'll do the job.
And they moved fast.
SD VE40 was sold in 6 minutes, 47 seconds. It's a little long for these times right now. Beretta APX sold in 11 minutes. IWI, Baby 9, Jericho, 9mm, about 13 minutes.
Yeah, we just sold the last rifle we had in the store, the 308. 10 minutes.
As soon as something came in, it went right back out. The guys at the shop did the best they could to keep up with the madness.
Yes, sir. Have you checked our website, OrlandoGunshop.com?
Well, it's here today, or?
No, we sold out like Friday, I want to say, Thursday or Friday. I mean, between 11 and 2, that's the best I got. Okay, we're kind of on a day-to-day basis right now. So sorry. You know, this is the main thing I got to say about this whole thing is, and this is where America has to get a lot better, is people need to already be prepared so you don't have to be in a scramble to get prepared. I would say, looking on this whole thing right now, how the last 2 weeks has been going, the main point of this entire ordeal is to be prepared already so you don't have to get prepared. You know, I mean, you come to the range, buy a couple boxes on the way out. Everybody comes and buy a box or two on the way in and shoots their shot, which is good. You know, they're exercising their gun, but they need to be buying boxes on the way out. You need to be prepared so you don't have to get prepared. I can't stress that enough, because now everybody's on the scramble.
Once everything was gone, another day had ended.
Okay, sold. You hear me, John? We got a new shipment of 4473s because we're running a gun sale forms, so we got a new box of forms. Yeah. It's only 10:07. We've been open since about 9:45. People were kind of lined up at the door already trying to get pickups. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of happens over these next 2 days before the shutdown kind of happens and everybody kind of running to get their supplies before it's too late.
Now, for it to go forward, you can put your thumb on here. That's first-time buyers, by the way. They're not ready for it yet.
All right.
What can we do for you now?
Just looking on. Is it?
Again, the first question is asking firearm and go down the line.
Gotcha.
Just in case.
It's a gun.
I was double checking.
Those are guns for the shop. Can you bring those back to Jeannie, please?
Yeah.
Here you go, man. Thank you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, so here we are. It's only 10:07. We've been open since about 9:45. People were kind of lined up at the door already trying to get pickups. We're seeing kind of this 2-day hustle now at this point. I think with the announcement that Orange County made, you're going to see where they were trying to kind of calm stuff down. I think they're going to see a amplified rush to these guns, man. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of happens over these next 2 days before the shutdown kind of happens and everybody kind of running to get their supplies before it's too late. We'll continue to stay open. We'll continue to keep this thing going. We are essential for home security, so we'll be here for you. Okay, as long as FDLE is up and running, and obviously our security school has already got its letter. We'll keep this thing. We'll keep this thing running. But it's crazy.
The problem that was overly apparent was people not even knowing what they were buying.
Straight back, straight back. That's it. Now let go. You locked it back, okay? Now for it to go forward, you can put your thumb on here, put your hand over here, right here, grab hard, pull back, drop down, and ride forward. It's going to take time.
Hold it here, pull back.
Right, and pull down on there. Okay, because you're brand new at it, ma'am. You're brand new. Every gun is the same way. That's first-time buyers, by the way. I mean, they don't know, and I try to educate them, but
Oh, you got a wasser?
it's difficult. It's like teaching ABCs to a 1-year-old. They're not ready for it yet. They're brand new at it, and I got no problem training people, but they got to learn to be patient and just kind of work with it. I deal with this all day long, so to me, it's like second nature.
Riggs offers training for first-timers, but there was no time to offer the classes. Then, amidst the chaos, some good news rushed through the shop.
It's on the list, baby. It's on the list. So, according to Jeannie's great find here on the official executive order, servability of firearms and ammunition made it through. So just so you guys know, Riggs Gun Shop will be continuing to provide the ultimate level of safety to everybody here in the Orlando community, like we have been since 1968. Stay great, guys.
Right on cue, the shop filled with customers eager to buy up the new shipment of firearms.
This is supposed to be, she needs to know about it and where it's at, where it's from, etc., etc., etc. You don't see them like that very often. Would you talk about
Everything was going well, but then disaster struck.
Internet just went down, which is not good right now because we're going to be not able to run backgrounds, this, that, and the other. So I'm just going to restart it, and we'll be back up and running.
I'm gonna pull it up on my hotspot.
Yep. Oh, that's a good idea. You know, the Clover will still run transactions offline. Where's my coffee?
Those are my last 2 handguns in the shop right now.
Damn, when are you guys getting more today?
I really couldn't tell you. We're at the mercy of the trucks, and as you know, with everything closing down and everything, everybody's delivering with everywhere, so I really couldn't give you time on the trucks.
Another day of craziness. Waiting on more inventory. Well, right now we're trying to get the internet back up. We got Spectrum on the way. At this point, we don't even know it's coming in anymore. It kind of trickles in and it rushes out. We're still here. We're still here. Guns are flying. Glock 23.
With the internet down, sales could still be made, but background checks could not be performed, and distributor information couldn't be checked.
Spectrum should be here in like literally 30 minutes.
Even worse, the new firearms couldn't be logged in, such as the new ones that brought Christmas early right now.
We got some special edition Glocks coming in here. Oh, you know what? I think these are for the shop too. Oh, dude, check this out. Check this out. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this thing. Ooh. 1 of 1,000. Hey, John?
There's 2 of them.
John? 1 of 1,000. They might as well call this JetBlue Airlines the way this is going to fly out of here.
Look at the plate on that.
Oh my goodness. John.
Let me see.
Glock 17 Gold Scroll.
Oh, there you go.
Gold Scroll series.
Yeah. That's it right there, man. Look at that. Ambidextrous gold, the takedown lever.
And more.
Oh, look at you, huh? Right over here. Where's over here? Right over here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, look at these. Oh yeah, Walkers. Look at these. Incredible.
And like always, customers come in right on cue.
Use my laptop right there.
Just something for the house, son? So why not go full size?
The day started to wind down, but the internet remained a problem.
Oh, this thing is crazy between what's going on over here and outside, and we're now having technical difficulties. I'm actually having to run backgrounds right from my device to get people approved. We're asking people to try to just bear with us. Shipments are coming in slowly, and that's not just in our industry, it's all over. So
after all that, the staff at Rieg's Gun Shop and Range managed to find a little bit of downtime to enjoy some food before everything started all over again the next day.
We got about 5,000 rounds in this morning at about 9 a.m. We opened the doors at about 9:30 because we had people waiting outside. We've already sold about 3,000 rounds.
we got bags of 50 going on right now, 1 per customer, so we're doing the best that we can.
Holy smokes. It's starting to trickle in. Looks like we got ammo today.
40 cal? Wow, you're in luck. Got plenty of 40 cal.
I can't hold any, you just gotta come on down. Now, martial law? Yeah, there ain't gonna be no martial law here in Orlando, Florida. I highly doubt that. We'd have huge problems, and yes, we're open.
Rieg's Gun Shop and Range, how can I help you? Okay, who's next?
As far as I know, there's no possible.
How you doing? What's your name, sir? Victor.
Glock. Yeah. Yeah.
Come out here, I got all of it.
Cool.
Those are his guns, there's his paperwork. All right, all he's got to do is just sign them out. I think he's paid in full. Cool. And he's all taken care of.
When the film crew showed up, they were not expecting to run into a crowd of customers. Word got out that ammo had just arrived. 9mm was in, and 40 was on the way. Since guns were starting to ease back onto the shelves, people wasted no time knocking on the door. Rieg's had to open early.
So this morning, Justin came in. We want to be able to give some ammunition out to the public, especially 9mm. It's in high demand. So we got a hold of a couple of our reloaders, and we got bags of 50 going on right now, 1 per customer. Until we can get regular supplies in, at least it's something that you can take home with you and feel a little protected once you have your firearm. So we're doing the best that we can to get ammunition out with the firearms as we go through the day.
We got about 5,000 rounds in this morning at about 9 a.m. We opened the doors at about 9:30 because we had people waiting outside. We've already sold about 3,000 rounds.
FedEx showed up bringing some much-needed .40 caliber when the shop was at its busiest.
about 1,000 rounds of 40 Smith & Wesson in.
Like that, huh?
It won't last till noon.
40 cal? Wow, you're in luck. Got plenty of 40 cal. They're around $23, $24 a box, 50 years ago.
Holy smokes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I remember putting it in the cart. That's why it's there.
It's starting to trickle in. It's starting to trickle in. Looks like we got ammo today. 9mm, 40. What is that, 1,000 rounds?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Hey, that's awesome. I just got a phone with the guy. I'm gonna give him a call right back. Hey, Will, I have 40 ammo in here. I just got a shipment of 40.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can't hold any. You just got to come on down. Man, it's getting better and better. We got better inventory coming in. What's going to be interesting now is now that we're basically on this Orange County lockdown, we're really going to see what people's psyche is. If martial law.
Yeah, they're saying in Orlando, Orange County, you cannot be on the street.
Yeah. There ain't gonna be no martial law here in Orlando, Florida. I highly doubt that. We'd have huge problems. And yes, we're open. Thank God that we're one of the people in this industry where we can kind of supply for our team here and supply for our customers here at OrlandoGunshop.com and Rieg's Gun Shop. But it's nice that we got ammo flowing in. Like I said, man, it's we've been getting some blessings because we're hanging around. We got magazines back in. We got some long guns coming back in here and there. So the ammo is definitely a breath of fresh air. John's able to turn back on to his concealed weapons classes and start doing stuff like that. So people have time. Get in here, get your concealed weapons class, get that stuff done, control what you can until the state opens back up. So we can again work on the whole point of this whole deal is to be prepared so you don't have to get prepared. Come in here and get your concealed course done. So it's nice that we got product flowing in. A lot of people coming to pick up their gun, being able to practice in the range, and we're rocking and rolling.
It seemed that everything was starting to go back to normal, or at least as close to normal as it could be.
Dwindling. It's getting a little easier.
As time went on, ammo filled the shelves, guns flooded the cases and wall, classes resumed, and people started to use the range again. At the time of finishing up this documentary, the future still seems unclear for gun shops. Most people have already purchased the firearms they wanted to buy. Like Justin and the rest of the staff at Rieg's Gun Shop and Range said, buying the firearm is only half the battle. You need to practice with it. Be prepared so you don't have to get prepared.
Man, what a time we had with all that stuff going down. Oh, man. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. Nothing like in the past, like what happened in Parkland and other run-on guns. This was more out of fear. So it's a completely new element to everyone in the industry, and we got through it, and I'm really glad. We also educated a lot of people that didn't know about guns. First-time buyers are now willing to say, hey, we need to defend ourselves, and they're seeing the other side, and I'm really pleased to see that, and we welcome them in the door, and we will train them like everyone else. Safety first, take care of your family and friends out there.
Being the first one that I've ever dealt with, it was kind of the craziest month that I've ever seen. The numbers were insane. About 2.5 million guns were sold alone in the month of March. I am just now starting to see it slow down here, and by slow down doesn't really mean dead in any means. Majority of the weeks we had to even close early because we were selling out of everything that we got in store. We're starting to see stuff come back in now. Manufacturers are pushing out more guns to catch up with the production line and the sales that have been going on. Starting to slow down, so I guess within the next month or so, I mean, I'd be kind of curious to see how it still all pans out.
It's as far as gun shop wise, obviously our sales were kind of through the roof on guns and ammo. As far as what we've kind of seen coming in, we've seen more first-time gun owners and some people that were honestly kind of not even on board about guns or felt almost anti-gun coming in for the first time. So we have seen a slight slowdown on some days, which is actually as much as we're saying this, kind of nice for us to actually get a second to breathe. Special orders and shipping is starting to get a little bit better. Ammo starting to flow in a little bit better. And now what we're really trying to focus on, since we did have so many first-time gun owners, is the education. The customer service and the education that guys like Jeremy, John, Steven, Brian, Liam, everybody provides here. as far as the educational stuff, the basic courses, our concealed weapons courses that have been put on hold for a little bit longer, but trying to really get people knowledgeable about their firearm, manipulating their firearm, very basic shoot, don't shoot scenarios and so forth. And it's a great testament out to, people like Jeannie that really is running the show around here, because she has been swamped with online orders. So that's been kind of nice to see that guns are actually leaving the shop and there's some space clearing up. So as you can see, the inventory looks as good as it kind of has in probably the last 3 or 4 weeks. So finally we're able to start holding on to some stuff. I think that the second announcement of the actual real lockdown that they made, extending out to April 30th, really made people with the stay-at-home order kind of stay at home more. I think it was a little bit more effective than the first one, but we're still seeing people kind of run to our essential business for guns and ammo here and there when we get it. And it was quite the rally. I don't think anybody, including myself, has quite been through anything that we just went through with this corona pandemic. I mean, it was as fear-driven could be. I think I stated this a couple times. This wasn't like your Parkland shooting threat to ban on guns. It didn't really matter which political side you were on or biased to. Everybody was running to guns and ammo. There was all kinds of fake news out there as far as martial law this and you can't do this, and just tons of media-driven fear narratives out there that I think were a little obsessive, not to kind of downplay the virus. Obviously, I know everybody's kind of going through a pandemic and everybody has been affected by these things, whether financially or fear for their family's well-being, depending on where they live. But it's been one wild ride for sure, and we're just kind of thanking God and blessed to be in the position that we are and be able to still provide jobs for our team here. And not only that, but to be honest with you, is to provide the peace of mind to people and their families. And it means a lot to us, and we can't stress this enough, that people came to support our local family shop, so we can actually have that privilege to be able to give people peace of mind and train them on firearms to where they at least know when they're going to sleep at night, they have something to protect them and their family, of being the first line or last line of safety.